My fiancé's ex stormed into our wedding. He let her stay because of a shocking betrayal, and I found out the truth and walked away before saying I do. Last week, I, female, 31, was supposed to get married to my fiancé, a male, 35, of 3 years. He was the love of my life. We spent 3 years together where we loved, cared, and supported each other. We had our share of ups and downs, but we got past it all hand in hand. He proposed to me at the end of last year, and since then, everything has been a fairy tale. I was so happy. We decided everything together. We had our dream wedding planned out for a year. I took a month off work just to make sure everything went right. The food, the drinks, the music. We invited all of our friends and family to share in our day, but instead, the day has made a black mark on my life. It has given me severe trust issues and has broken me completely. Worse, I'm still doubting myself. Did I do the right thing? Did I overreact? Should I have seen it coming? My best friend says I should share this story with Reddit. I'm trying to write this all down. Please don't be harsh. I'm hoping you guys can help me. It all started a few weeks before the wedding day. Everything was going smoothly, except for one small incident, which in hindsight must have seemed odd, but I brushed it off when it happened. A few days before the day, my fiancé came back home looking upset. I thought he was getting cold feet. I asked him what it was, but he seemed reluctant to share. I pestered him, and he said that it was about the wedding. He went on to reveal to me that his ex texted him, asking if she could come to the wedding. Apparently, she wanted to be a part of his special day. In all honesty, I was surprised a little bit about this ex-girlfriend. This woman has never liked me. My fiancé and her were high school sweethearts. A had warned me about her beforehand, that they broke up when A moved away for college, and in his words, she took it hard. In the early days of our relationship, she'd keep texting him from different numbers. She seemed to have trouble accepting the fact that A had moved on, and in her own words, I was just a passing affair. She'd call him late in the night, and would tell everyone that they would end up together. It was bizarre. I really thought she needed help. All this while, A supported me. He tried to make her understand, but this woman, let me tell you, was unhinged. Once she went on to call and declare her love for him after getting drunk at a party. That incident was the final nail in the coffin. Confronted her and blocked her. He promised me he'd never let her interfere between us anymore. To say I was relieved is an understatement. I had initially even forgotten about her. It had been 2 years. I didn't see her for a long time. It was all good, until one day when we ran into her while attending a common friend's birthday party. She was back in town for her cousin's wedding. I was hoping she'd be over A after such a long time, especially because she was dating someone. Boy, was I wrong. The woman, as usual, seemed off and quite rude. I remember her talking with A and asking how he was doing, but not once did she speak to me directly, like I didn't even exist. Her poor boyfriend kept interrupting her, but she ignored him. She kept going on and on about their lives while dismissing me and her date in front of everyone. She even asked him to dance with her. Immediately refused, but I felt so disrespected and humiliated. Needless to say, this request seemed upsetting. This woman had been nothing but rude to me. I couldn't believe that my fiancé would even consider inviting her. I told him that I didn't feel comfortable with her coming to our wedding, and he agreed. He said he would talk to her. I thought that was the end of it. Hell no. A few days later, I got a Facebook request from the ex. It was a generic, "I really hope to celebrate your and A's happiness. Can we put it all behind us?" The text message only made me more suspicious. It was not unusual for her to have hidden motives. Although she was acting sweet, I felt uncomfortable. I had a gut feeling that she was looking to stir drama, so I did what I thought was the best in the situation. I didn't respond to her and prayed she'd leave me alone. She tried to text me again, but I blocked her. I'm really bad at confrontations, and this woman had a history of making a scene. I didn't want to argue with her. Instead, I had a conversation with my fiancé, and he assured me that he'd handle it. The next few days were uneventful. I was pretty much busy with my bridal shower and other arrangements. I thought it was finally over, until the day of the wedding rolled around. I see myself in a beautiful gown, ready to take my vows. Our wedding party is all decked up, and we are all ready. Suddenly, someone comes up to my maid of honor and tells her about an uninvited guest who is causing a scene. I hear a commotion and find out that a few of the guests have gathered around a screaming woman. It was my fiancé's ex. She was dressed in the tiniest dress I've ever seen, and a face full of makeup. My heart dropped. I didn't want her to cause a scene at my wedding. I immediately requested to call security. However, seeing me, she immediately barged up the altar. My bridesmaids were trying to take her away, but this woman was constantly screaming. I felt she wanted to attack me. It was so scary. She had this knowing look on her face and was asking my fiancé to tell her, or I would. and that she does not deserve to stand here. All this while, A has been quiet. He looks as if he has seen a ghost. I felt too embarrassed by now. Shouldn't he be taking a stand for me? Why was he deathly quiet? Yet, I take my would-be husband aside while the groomsmen and other friends tried to de-escalate the situation. I kept as calm as I could and asked him why was she there. He tried to play it down by saying he had no idea, but there was no way she could have gotten the address without someone telling her. I asked him again and begged him to be honest. To my surprise, his reaction was to quiet me down. He tells me that I should let her attend, and all she wants is to wish us a happy life ahead because they share a past. Red flags immediately started going off in my head. There has to be something wrong. How could he take the ex's side when all this woman ever did was disrespect us? I started arguing with him, but he didn't seem to budge. At that moment, I already knew he was hiding something. Just then, I saw my best friend, let's call her D for the sake of the story, coming towards us. She has a death glare in her eyes. She proceeded to take my hand and told me that the ex had just told her that my future husband and she had spent the night together last week. The ex told them, and a handful of guests, how she called A over, and while talking about things, they realized they felt the same. I didn't even need to confirm it. His dropped face said it all. He immediately started apologizing, saying that it was just a huge misunderstanding. I couldn't hear a word. All I could do was weep. I almost had a panic attack. The most important day of my life was ruined, and the woman who initiated it was standing in the midst of it, smirking like she had won. I somehow walked out of the ceremony. A tried to follow me, begged my friends to help him out, and screamed at the ex, but it was too late. My parents threatened him and somehow made him quiet down. The wedding was over, and so was our relationship. I begged someone to drive me back home. I have done nothing but cry for days. This was supposed to be the week of my honeymoon, but here I am, sitting in the home I decorated with him, sitting alone and mourning. I keep asking myself how this could have happened to me. I don't have any energy left. I can't eat, sleep, or drink. My phone keeps blowing up, and I can't even get up from my bed. I just want to be left alone right now. I don't feel like I can talk to anyone. My best friend and others have been supportive, but I can't help but feel distraught. It doesn't help that he keeps ringing my phone from different numbers. I don't know what to do next. A part of me wants to talk to him. I feel like asking him why he did this to me, but I know it's all in vain. This man has cheated on me, and there is no coming back from that. On the other hand, I am afraid I'm overreacting. Some of our friends think that I'm letting the ex-girlfriend win, that I should at least talk to A. This has left me more confused. I don't know if walking out was the right thing to do. Should I talk to him? I really need advice. Update 1. Hello, everyone. Before I begin, I want to thank you all. The comment section has been so kind and supportive to me. I'm sorry for taking so long to update. I wasn't feeling up to it, but I have been reading all of your advice. I was doubting whether I did the right thing, but after all this time, you guys have given me so much hope. You're right, I am better off without him. He cheated on me, and it is over. I have decided that I'd never doubt myself again. Some people shared their own stories, which has been comforting. At least I'm not alone. I don't have anything interesting, but since I got a few DMs, I decided to post an update anyway and answer some of your questions. It has been 2 weeks since the awful day. Since we had already paid for everything, my friends and family apologized to my guests. My parents have been quite understanding. Dad made sure to have my locks changed because A has threatened to come over multiple times. He even sent his friends to try and talk some sense into me. He left several voice notes for me. He is begging to let him come over. He says that he just wants to talk to me. I can't even look at him. What does he want from me now? I'm already devastated. I don't know what I'd do if I were alone. I am so grateful to my family and friends for protecting me. They have been barring A from trying to come over, but I'd admit I'm a bit scared. I might be overreacting, but I'm starting to feel paranoid in this house. A has gone from being remorseful to plain angry. I cannot imagine him being the same man anymore. Many people have asked if A had actually cheated on me, and whether this was just drama that the ex-girlfriend stirred up. Well, yes, he did. I wish it wasn't true. I wanted to believe it wasn't. He even tried to manipulate me over this. He went on to say this was a misunderstanding. I would have even believed him, given the history of the ex. However, she had pictures. She shared them with D that very day. Let's just say they were enough to prove the cheating happened. A few people DM'd, asking if I had any doubt over A, especially since he cheated on me just a week before the date of the wedding. Like I said in one comment, he had never given me any reason to doubt him. We lived in a shared house that we pay for. Looking back, he was supposed to be at his bachelor party the week this happened. His phone was unreachable, but I thought it was because he was busy with friends. When we met the next day, he seemed a little fidgety, but I chalked it up to stress with the upcoming wedding day. I wish I had pestered him that day. It would have saved me from so much humiliation. All in all, I'm trying my best to survive this. Luckily, my fiancé and I hadn't bought our house. I will be moving out in a few days. I've destroyed my old number because I was too fed up with everyone blowing up my phone. Kept calling and texting me. His ex has sent me some scathing messages. The woman has the audacity to call me dramatic after all she put me through. I wanted to scream at her, but I realized that drama is all she lives for. I've just blocked her for my own peace of mind. My best friend has stayed with me, trying to cheer me up. She has taken over cooking and cleaning so that I don't feel overwhelmed. My parents also agreed that I need a fresh start. I can't imagine what could have happened if I had gone through with the wedding. I'm relieved that I didn't marry a cheater. Things are rough now, but I hope it will get better. Thank you to everyone who commented. I'll keep you guys updated. Update 2. It has been a few weeks since the last update. Things have been interesting since then, and I thought I should share it with this loving community. It is not a happy update, but I have discovered more truth in this situation, and I'm going to talk about it to you all. I guess Reddit is my therapy now, LOL. A few days back, I saw a call coming on my phone. This was surprising because I hadn't shared my new number with anyone except my best friend and my parents. I was afraid to pick it up because it might be A, but eventually I accepted it, out of curiosity more than anything else. It was D's boyfriend. He said that he and some of our mutual friends wanted to come over to our house. He said they wanted to make sure I was doing okay and talk to me. It was a small get-together where I could vent, and he promised this was just to cheer me up. This was a little bit suspicious to me, as Dee had never talked about any such event. She was here until this morning and was off to work. At this point, A and I have mutual friends, and I had a gut feeling that this get-together was more than it seemed. Moreover, I didn't feel like having people over anyway. But the boyfriend explained that this was a surprise and they just needed to ask me about my schedule first, so I wasn't busy. I replied that I didn't feel like having people over right now, as I just wanted to be by myself. He did not take it well. I refused multiple times, and he kept pushing me, trying to change my mind, saying things like I should give them a chance and talking to friends would make me feel better. I said I'd get back to him if I changed my mind, but not right now. After cutting the call, I immediately texted my best friend, asking her if she shared my number with her boyfriend and how he was planning this get-together with our mutual friends. Dee sounded quite surprised and told me that she had no idea what I was talking about. She told me to not bother about it, reassuring me that she talked to him and find out what this was about. Fast forward to last night, Dee sat me down. She told me she had taken a break from her boyfriend because she had learned some pretty shocking news. It was then that I found out how my ex had tried to get all my friends by his side. My best friend told me that he told them a cooked-up story, saying that we had been fighting for months before the wedding and he was forced to contact his ex. That's right, they had been in contact for months. Half of our friends thought I was a manipulative B-word, and he was a saint who made a tiny mistake in the heat of the moment. I can't believe I was listening to these people all this while and doubting myself. That day, they had all decided to talk to me so they could solve this for us. He had manipulated them into thinking that we should not throw 3 years away. Honestly, I don't even have words right now. Was this the man I loved? The one who was plotting these mind games against me? A had been emotionally cheating on me for months while pretending to be the best fiancé ever. How could I be so blind? What makes this worse is that I was busy planning out a dream wedding for us when he kept going back to his ex-girlfriend. I don't believe that the cheating happened only once. Since how long were these two bluffing around? I have been going back and forth through every small incident that happened in the last year. Who knows how many times I've been fooled? I feel as if that woman has won. She has ruined my life. Needless to say, I have a lot of trust issues right now. I thought the wedding day was the end of it, but I have continued to suffer. I have been getting panic attacks every night. The only silver lining is my best friend and my parents. My dad has been my hero. He went over to my ex's house and basically chewed him out. He lashed out at him, threatening to file a restraining order if he didn't stop. Dee sent a text to everyone who was on A's side, explaining that A was not being truthful and that if they tried to get us into the same room, we'd cut them off as well. Some people even argued with her, saying she should not meddle between us. Can you imagine? Thankfully, things have been quiet since then. I have applied for an extended leave from work. I really need to get a break from this town. Maybe a vacation or a small trip will help me clear my mind. I will keep you updated in case anything new happens. Update 3 kind people of Reddit. Thank you for all the support and love. Last month has been traumatizing for me. I've been unable to eat and sleep and find it hard to trust anyone. I had never thought a bunch of strangers on the internet would be so supportive and kind to me. I don't know what I would do without you guys. As promised, I'm here with another update. I finally moved out of our shared apartment. I'm currently living with D, reliving the old days, lol, but we're looking for new places. I originally decided to go for a solo honeymoon, but I didn't want to relive the old memories. I have finally stopped crying in the night, and I'm getting some sleep. I didn't want to mess it up. We heard from some common friends that the ex-girlfriend has been trying to get together with A. She showed up at his house uninvited, offering to take care of him. He obviously shot it down. Now the ex-girlfriend is hurt because A has proved to her that she'd always be a side piece. I just laughed. They say A is quite devastated and was told that he messed up big time to everyone who would listen. The so-called friends who took his side are angry with him too. For all I care, he can go to hell. I'm done with the drama. I loved and cared for him for 3 years. He threw that all away without thinking about me. I'm not trying to be a B, but hearing him suffer feels so good right now. He deserves it. I'm trying my best to move on. Last night, D and I burned down all his photos with me, and I'm trying to sell the engagement ring as well. Is still trying to contact me. He even got his family to beg for him. I'm amused at his audacity. D and others have berated him multiple times, and yet he can't seem to stop. He keeps calling and texting from different numbers. I would not change my number again. I keep blocking him. His misery is my entertainment at this point. Update for dear Redditors. The last 2 months have taught me a lot. I went from getting married to losing everything, to finding myself. I had realized I'm far stronger than I thought I could be. I couldn't have done it without you. Many of you kept commenting and sending me lovely messages. I never felt alone. Y'all are very kind. However, it is time for me to move on. I've decided to start my life afresh. After living in my hometown for all these years, I traveled to a whole new city. I don't want to jinx it, but I have landed a job opportunity as well. The pay is almost double from my last job, and this is a quiet town, which will help me live in peace for a while. Some of my friends and D have helped me move into a new house. I'm excited to begin all new. This is the start of a new chapter in life, and I'm very hopeful. Another update is that I have started taking therapy again. I should have never stopped. Talking about it makes it easier. Right now, my parents are helping me pay for it. My mental health has been going downhill ever since this whole fiasco happened. Many of you even pointed it out. You were right. Dwelling on negative feelings isn't going to be good. My therapist is helping me navigate my emotions. I feel so much better these days. The pain is still there, but I've been coping well. As for my ex, he has finally stopped contacting me. I hear his parents and friends have cut him off too. He is getting a lot of heat for his actions. I feel nothing for him now. Things have turned so ugly that I've stopped caring about it. I have cut off a lot of people that I thought were my friends. I want to focus on my own well-being here. Before going, I'd like to thank you all again. I hope people have been able to learn from my experience.